brilliance, the individual brilliance of the salespersons that you understand. If you understand me, say I understand you. If you hear me, say I hear you. If you get it, say I get it. I want to be sure that you get it. If you don't get it, say you don't get it in the comment box. Let me know. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for getting it. Because if you don't get it, every other thing we're talking about does not matter. Because of this accelerated changes, you must have a system that does not depend on the individual brilliance of a salesperson. If you don't have that, I'm sorry, you will, not a cause. You won't struggle. You won't struggle this year. However, such persons will still struggle in the course of this year. You don't have a system that is repeatable, that generates repeatable system. That's what I teach at the Revenue Strategy Mastermind, by the way. So number two reason is zero alignment between sales and marketing functions. See, in 2025, your sales cannot be working in this direction and your marketing is working in this direction. Or in some instances, you don't even have a marketing department. All you have is a sales department. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll come to that later. Because there is a big trust deficit right now. You cannot sell easily without marketing. You cannot. So if there is zero alignment between your sales and marketing, or you don't even have a marketing team at all you have is a sales team, congratulations, welcome to the year where you will struggle a lot more to sell. Welcome. Marketing has never been this important in revenue generation. It will continually be extremely important. So zero alignment between sales and other functions, not just marketing and other functions, is critical right now between sales and customer service. And that is your job as the CEO of your company, working with HR. That's your job, to ensure that there is 100% alignment. Ladies and gentlemen, last week I spent nothing less than 8 hours of that week trying to align my sales team, as well as my marketing team, as well as my L&D team, as well as my operations team, so that whatever we're doing is in alignment. Otherwise, our revenue performance will suffer. Number three, there is no clear indication of success for your salespeople. So from the get-go, they were just lazing about, thinking that their only job is to come and warm the bench. Their only job is to come and make calls. Their only job is to come and maybe if there are some customers that want to desperately buy, they are desperate, they want to buy now, they should just collect the money, in which case they turn themselves to sales boys and sales girls, not sales professionals, because there's a difference between the two. There are sales boys and sales girls, and then there are sales professionals. Listen to me, there is a difference between the two. There are sales boys and sales girls, and there are sales professionals. Sales boys and sales girls collect the order. You just collect the order. Sales professionals influence the buying decision of customers. If you don't have a team that can influence buying decisions, you've not got a sales team. But many don't even understand that this is the reality of their role. So what they just simply do is they go and get the orders from customers who are already convinced that want to buy. So because you did not do your own job, you are not very intentional about indicating what success means. Number four, no thorough onboarding framework. Your salespeople cannot succeed without you designing a thorough framework for onboarding them. You see what these guys do? HR, say, okay, our core values, our product, our mission, our vision, our core values. It does not work in sales. I'm sorry. It doesn't work in sales. Because in sales, you have to know a lot more than that. You have to understand the market. You have to understand the customer objections. You have to understand the customer problems, understand the customer pains. You have to understand the reasons why customers would buy, the emotions. You have to understand the reasons why they will not buy. So you've got to have a very thorough onboarding process that is intentionally designed to make it difficult for you to fail. That's number 4 reason why many salespeople are not performing. Number 5 reason why salespeople are not performing is that there is no sales process. No sales process. When they get on the job from day one, you just give them a phone, you give them a couple of accounts, and you say, start working those accounts and get me results. Unfortunately for them, they also do not understand what the sales process means. And please understand, already we are to a maximum of 100. If you are not so easy, we are to a maximum of 100, and that's the number that this can take. Team, can you share the alternative link for those who may exit, who may still want to join? And if there's any of my team members that are on this call, if you do not mind, if you are using two devices, you can exit so that we can make room for others to join. Right. So, like I said, there's no thorough onboarding process. Number 5, there's poor sales process, or there is none at all. And they've been telling you that you need a sales process. You think that the sales process is the prospecting, prospecting, engagement, objection handling. They say, well, do you have a sales process? Yeah, yes. You supply one sheet of paper that says number 1, prospect. Number 2, engage. Number 3, follow up. Number 4, presentation. Number 5, that's not a sales process. A documented sales process is more thorough than that. It's more thorough than that, right? Get professionals to help you create a right sales process, or you can sit down and create it by yourself based on your understanding of your process. If I see you and you have sold it for a while, you can create a very detailed process that really speaks to how a dollard should sell in this business. That's the way you can help them. Number 6, they do not have a sales structure. See, don't rely on the individual brilliance of the salesperson to do what is right. Create a structure for reporting the work that they have done. Otherwise, the work will not be done. Even you yourself, go and look at it. Sometimes when there is no structure for doing some reporting, even though you are an executive, you will still not do the job. So why are you relying on a salesperson that is paid, that on his own he will do the job? Let there be something that gives you a report that shows you when the job has not been done, so that you will know whether he's going to sites, whether he's generating the number of prospects that will take to sites. Don't just say that he has not performed. What does poor performance mean? Because poor performance starts from not finding the right number of prospects. So if you look at somebody for the last 3 months, they have not sold a single piece of property, you can then say that, how many leads did you even generate? Just 10 in the last 3 months. Also, little wonder, how are you going to perform? No miracle. Team members, if there are those who are using multiple devices, please, you can exit and use alternative channels so that, other whatever can join. So, poor sales process, no sales structure. The last one is zero personal touch. So I've talked about sales structure. Sales structure involves reporting structure, involves KPI, involves and by the way, my team can design that for you. But please, if you do not have upwards of about 3 million naira, we will not even want to have that conversation at all. So that we don't have a conversation that is needless. All right. So you need to have a sales process and a sales structure for your team to be exceptional. If you don't have both, they will struggle. They will struggle not because they will struggle because you see, you need something that drives you like a machine, something that puts you on autopilot for you to be able to get the right outcome. When we say sales, it's a science today, and I think there is no question about that. 10 years ago, if you ask what's selling, is it a science or an art? Many people will say it's a science, many people will say it's an art, and then the argument ensues. I'm sorry, that argument has been quashed forever. In 2025, sales is 90% is science. Completely. There's no grammar, no argument about it. It's 90% is science, maybe 10% on heart. Yes, you can still learn the heart. But even the artistic element, the emotional element, is even a science of emotions. By the way, that's what I teach at the Sales Master class. Your team needs to be there. I teach them how, and you can see the first module of that training. You can get access to it for free. If you are interested, you can drop your details at the Sales Master class coming to Abuja. All right. So because even the emotions is a science, so no sales structure, no sales structure. So there is no clear definition of how to work, how to report, how to be managed, how to reach the specific milestones. That's what a sales structure is. All right. Of course, how to be compensated also. And that brings me to my number 7 reason why CEOs are not getting the most from their salespeople. It's low emotional connection. Low emotional connection and personal touch. Listen to me, you are the chief energy officer of your organization. Chief energy officer in your sales team. Sales happens in the domain of positive energy, in the domain of positive emotions. That positive emotions, it is your job to unleash that positive emotion every single day as the CEO of the company. Because you see, a lot of selling comes from how you feel mentally. If your sales team are down, maybe they have not closed a sale in the last 3 months and they are down, what happens when nobody comes to disrupt down that sadness, that moody look? If nobody comes to disrupt it, is that it will linger for a longer time. So if you don't have that personal touch with them, you cannot unlock the inner energy within them. If you are not personally interested in their lives, you are just a passerby in their lives, always desiring just exceptional results, you will not be able to connect with them at an emotional level. And please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that's the only thing that is required. You see that all the 7 things I listed above does not have anything to do with emotions. That's the only one that has something to do with emotions, but it also matters. You need to gain an emotional connection with your team if you really want to unlock the best in them. They need to be able to see themselves the way you see them. See, I make my salespeople believe that they can do what even they themselves think that they are not yet capable of doing. I show them what is possible. But I also understand that it's a journey. And I'm ready to go that journey with them, motivating them every single day, supporting them every single day, unleashing, some level of intelligence, supplying them the materials that they need to. I come to trainings, I ask them, I compel them to take notes throughout that training. The reason I want them to grow at all costs is part of my motivation. They must leave me better than they met me. It's my desire. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a good place to pause. And when we come back in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to be talking about the biggest challenges of sales teams, right? But before I talk about that, I'll be taking away this slide and I'll be asking you guys, what are the, reasons why majority of salespeople, why majority of CEOs are struggling to get exceptional performance from their salespeople. Right, we'll take a few minutes of break, about 2-3 minutes, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere if you really desire to achieve 4x results. I've said it from the beginning of this year. The minimum I want to do is help 300 organizations achieve 400% results growth. And some persons are already achieving it. You'll be shocked. By the middle of the year, I will come and show their faces. Some persons are already achieving it. Yes, they are. Some of them are on this call. I'm seeing them. So by the middle of the year, I'll come and show their faces so that you know. And I don't want you to give yourself excuses. I want you to be one of them. Right. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 2 minutes when we'll be talking about additional things in this regard. Thank you.
Many of the prospects you're talking to are saying they'll get back to you, and they've never gotten back to you. Or maybe you even have, a lot of deals in your pipeline, and none of them is responding again. Or maybe you have situations where you're talking to multiple decision makers, and all of them are telling you confusing things. Listen, there is an approach to selling that produces results. Sales is a process-driven sport. If you understand the processes, you will get the right outcomes. Whether you're in B2B or you're selling to HNI, you need to engage the processes for selling to these kinds of people. Teach how can you find the most qualified leads that are likely to buy, right? It's happening at the Sales Masterclass in Abuja. The virtual sessions we're going to start on the 6th. It's going to be very powerful. And physically, we're going to be meeting at One Elvis Hotel, Wuse, on the 15th. You don't want to miss this for anything. You click on the link below right now, you'll get access to all of the information in addition to the first module of this training. This is the transformation that you need or that your sales team needs to meet the goals for 2025. Come, let's win together. Many customers are no longer buying the way they used to buy. In fact, since COVID, customer buying patterns have evolved dramatically. And many organizations are still approaching customer acquisition, customer retention, revenue generation the same old way. AI is disrupting all that you have ever known to be correct. There is no better time than now to get into class and learn what works. In my revenue strategy mastermind, that is exactly what I teach. How the times have changed and best in class principles to drive revenue outcomes, optimal revenue outcomes. The next revenue strategy mastermind holding in Abuja, I will be showing you, number one, how your customers have changed. Number two, how you can adapt. Number three, how you can build revenue systems that generate revenue, that actually deliver revenue performance. How you can motivate your team to be optimal in performance, how you can create high-performing organizations. You see, we're going to be showing you how exactly to deliver on the revenue ambitions that you have for yourself and for your business in 2025. It's going to be no hold barred. Everyone that have attended this class have attested the impact in terms of the revenue goals that they have achieved for the year. I want to invite you to the sessions coming up in Abuja. You need to click the link below right now and register. You get all the details. We even have a little offer for you. It's one of the videos from the Africa Revenue Summit, the biggest revenue summit on the continent. One of the sessions, I have that for you for free. Right. I look forward to seeing you in class. This is the year of growth. Make it your own year of growth also. Let's get together in class.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an exciting morning. We'll be talking about the reasons why your team members. I'll just allow one person to tell me what are the two things you have caught so far in this training. See, I say this very often. The things that I say don't transform you. What transforms you is what you caught, what you get, what your interpretation of what I say is far more important than the things that I say. So anyone, just one person, just one person.
All right, can I speak?
Go ahead, Taufik Fashino. Good afternoon. That's the group head of sales for the entire Ace Foods. Am I correct?
Yes, thank you.
All right.
So one of the major things I got the poor or no sales process, and you actually speak extensively on.
Thank you. Thank you. You have 30 seconds so that others can speak.
Okay. The sales structure.
Okay, fantastic.
Structure, how it can help. Thanks.
Fantastic. Thank you. Any other person? Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ariella speaking. Yeah, so one of the things I got was the detailed framework to onboard the sales team, which is very important.
Fantastic. So, all right. So if you implement those things, it will change a lot about the performance of your salespeople. So let's talk about the biggest challenges of the sales team today. And many of us live in their world, so we understand those challenges. By the way, I invite you to be a part of the Revenue Strategy Mastermind. I see a number of persons are already asking for some information there. You can chat the number on the screen or fill the form that will be dropped by my team to be at the Revenue Strategy Mastermind. It's a no holds barred training on how to grow your revenue strategy, talking about the 4 things that have changed in terms of customer acquisition, in terms of revenue generation. I'll be talking a lot more about that later. And I invite you also to the sales masterclass. Your people have not been performing well in the course of this year. They need some help. They need some help. They've missed their target repeatedly. They need some help. Give them this help and come and see what happens after that help. Right. I'm already getting testimonials from the training of 2 weeks ago. Somebody that said he could not sell. I said, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like, because every single day of your life, and I can show you, you're selling, right? If you have those kind of salespeople, send them to me and come and see the results. All right. So let's talk about the biggest challenges of the sales team. Hold your questions. For those who are saying they have questions, hold your questions. Don't worry, I'll take them, right? I can only take 3. So you have to be on the alert when I'm ready to take them. So my team, please note, is there a way we can have the link for others who are not on this call, who want to join? Many people are messaging on your group saying they want to join. Okay, we now have some space. Can you please notify them so that they can quickly join before the number? Oga Gbenga Ogunleye, how are you now? I see your chat. It says, Gbenga Ogunleye, it says, difference between salesmen and sales professional. No, not salesmen and sales professional. Sales boys and sales girls and sales professionals. Sales boys and sales girls and sales professionals, and they're different. All right, so just recapping over the last couple of minutes. Over the last couple of minutes, I said that you see, there's a lot of disruption in how revenue is being generated by organizations. And these disruptions have been accelerated by 4 things, starting with COVID. Next, the changes in the demography of buyers in the last 3 years in particular. An entirely new demography has entered the labor force, but some other demographics have also become the executives, making what used to work very difficult. And the third one is the aggressive evolution of artificial intelligence, whether on the side of your customers, on the side of companies, and so customers are expecting a lot more, or on the side of your competitors, making your customers to be used to certain expectations, and so on and so forth. Right. So the biggest challenges of the sales team today. Number 1. Sorry, can you mute yourself? Can you mute yourself? Can you mute yourself? Can you mute yourself? So that we will not have to mute you. Thank you very much. Okay, this is John Esoememe. John is the veteran sales, director of over, if I'm correct, of over 2 decades of sales leadership experience. Welcome. So there is a big trust deficit right now. There's a big trust deficit. Organizations are not trusting. Once you're a salesperson, once you're selling anything, nobody trusts you today. That's a very big challenge for your salespeople. I need you to understand this challenge so that you can be able to help them. And in many instances, their words are not enough to build trust. Their efforts are not enough to build trust. Again, at the Revenue Strategy Mastermind, I show you a framework for helping your sales team build trust faster. But that's the biggest challenge. In fact, a research by Gartner shows that 70% of deals that do not happen don't happen because the customer is not confident enough to move forward. For those of you who are selling big deals and HNI goods, luxury items, real estate, technology products, B2B platforms, this is particularly important for you. 70% of your customers that go away without buying, they did not buy from another competitor. They are not confident enough to move forward. They are not trusting, whether they don't trust you or they don't trust in the process or they don't trust in the outcome. So there's a big trust deficit right now. And AI is accelerating trust deficits, because today it's possible for somebody to show your video that you are somewhere else as you are on this call, and they now be asking, how is it happening? AI. If someone sends you a video evidence of something today now, you say, I hope it's not generated by AI. So AI is accelerating the trust deficits. It's a major challenge for your salesperson. Even when they are convincing, if there are no ways for them to build independent trust that is outside of them, that the customer can independently verify, it becomes more difficult for them to close deals. Hello, somebody. If you can hear me, say I hear. If you can get it, say I get it.
I get it.
Thank you very much.
I hear.
I heard, I got it.
Thank you very much. So that's the way.
I
That's
hear.
the way you can help, because they are up against a mountain hill of distrust. And it's not enough to say, sir, we're different. You know, we have done this for the last 20 years. Well, the customer does not know you. He's got his fingers burnt previously. You are not the cause of that distrust, but the reality is that neither can you help him to trust you. So again, the Revenue Strategy Mastermind, I teach the framework for helping your salespeople build trust faster. Sellers are extremely more informed and empowered today. You see, that approach of trying to manipulate buyers will not work. If you are a CEO, you are an organization, because many times I hear CEOs say to their salespeople, go and manage them. And by that, what they really mean is go and tell them lies. I'm sorry. All of the information that is available in your organization, including the prices of specific locations in 2025, the reality is that in some of those instances, you cannot help that. All right. Sellers are extremely more informed and empowered. Sellers are extremely more informed and empowered today. If they are extremely more informed and empowered, so sellers are extremely more informed and empowered. It's difficult. It's difficult for you to manipulate them. So let that idea leave your senses that you want to, manipulate any seller. And many CEOs are very guilty of this. What they say is they have a product that is not working. They have a product that is selling, that is accelerating distrust. They have promises they have made that they have not fulfilled. I'm sorry, all the customer needs to do today is to check on ChatGPT and ask them, is ABC Property a trustworthy organization to be dealt with? You will be shocked the kind of information that it will bring out. Just type it. What is the average price range for Ibeju Lekki, especially around Dangote Refinery? You will be shocked what AI, ChatGPT, will give to you. So when you now add 10 million naira on top of 20 million naira to make 30 million naira because you want to sell to a product to a customer that already trusts you, just know that you are creating a landmine of distrust. All right. So sellers are extremely more informed and empowered today. Number 3, inability to keep up with changing buyer behaviors. The inability to keep up with the changing behavior of buyers. I mean, and if they would be able to do that, that means they've got to be able to understand those behaviors and understand how to align with those behaviors. Number 4, the skill sets. They lack the skill set required to sell today. Ladies and gentlemen, I've told you that sales is a science today. If your salespeople are not using certain tools, I doubt there is no way they can ever compete with certain organizations that are selling inferior products compared to you. In this age, when you can just, at a prompt, generate the picture of a building that does not exist and you use it to sell. The video, not picture, the video of a building that does not exist. and you use it to deceive customers. That's the reality of today. At the prompt of ChatGPT, you can create, not GPT now, certain tools. You can create videos for non-existent 3D imagery that will be close to real life. Don't even say that, oh, they will apply like appear like dummies. No, I have done it. I have used those tools. All right. So this is the age where those are the kind of competitors you are competing against. So why will your salespeople not be adopting those tools to get competitive advantage? And that's the reason why competitors are beating your salespeople, because they don't have what they call sales enablement. So, and that brings me to the fourth. So, and that's not the only skills that are lacking by salespeople. Emotional skills are also lacking by salespeople, because what I tell salespeople or sales selling organizations is, see, use technology tools, AI in particular, to do the things that AI can do very well, that you cannot do. Automations, generation of certain kinds of high quality videos. AI can do those things at scale. Use them to do it. While you, your salespeople, your organization should focus your energy and time, which is the most important resource, on the things that your salespeople cannot do that they can do very well, that AI cannot do very well. Build relationships, gain emotional connection, leverage, personal touches, understand tonality, all of those things that AI cannot do very well. Build trust, all of those things that AI cannot do very well. Those are the things that your salespeople need to be investing their time on. However, once they are still investing a lot of their time, a lot of their efforts on things that do not add up, it will be wasted resources. They will not have competitive advantage. The competitors will beat them to it if they are not already doing that right now. That's why you must gain competitive advantage, ladies and gentlemen, by giving your people the skill sets that are required in today's markets, right? Because competitors are becoming far better equipped. Interestingly, some of you are competitors and you're on this call together, selling in the same Abuja. All right. And some organizations are registered for 6 persons, 7 persons to attend the training. Just imagine what happens when you are now selling against those kind of people. So competitors that are far better equipped. And lastly, can we say this one together? I want us to say it together. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to say it together. At the count of 1, 2, 3, you will say it with me. The last one, I want us to say it together. 1, 2, 3, go.
Being led
by a lame dog.
Being led by a lame duck manager. If you have a sales manager who is a lame duck, okay, let me not say it that way. But let me just say, get another manager. If you have a sales manager, it's better for you not to have a sales manager than to have a sales manager who the sales rep is better than him. You will never get the best from all your salespeople being managed by a lame duck. The worst thing you can ever do is to have a sales manager who is not a reflection of what an exceptional sales manager should be. Now, please understand, here and there, people can fluff once in a while. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody who is sturdy, somebody who does not know customer details, somebody, a new product will come out, he does not spend time to understand that product. His salespeople know more than him. He doesn't have the customer details on the tip of his fingers, always calling salespeople to give him certain information. When a customer is making requests, he is the last person to respond. Reports are always late. I mean, that's not, you can never ever get exceptional results if that's your kind of sales manager. And I believe sincerely that there's no sales manager that is here that is like that. If you are like that, change. Because it's difficult to grow a career being like that. It's difficult. The best salespeople don't look for a job. They hunt them down. You hunt them down. I know salespeople who have 3, 4 offers on their table. Sales managers, especially at the level of managerial, they have 3, 4 offers on their table. And they're just not picking it because they're very comfortable where they are. So if you are a lame duck manager, develop your capabilities. Build a knack for excellence. Don't be someone who is always sending reports after deadline. You can never be inspiring. Which mouth will you use to tell somebody to be a better performer? Or you yourself, you're a poor performer. Listen to me. If you're a CEO and you have a lame duck as a manager because they are your relative, I'm sorry for you. Your business cannot go. A lame duck. I'm not saying you can have a relative. That's not what I'm talking about. You can have a relative. What I'm saying, you have them as a lame duck, but you are retaining them just because they are your relatives. I'm sorry. They're going to cause more harm to your business. Not good. All right. When we come back, we're going to be talking about sales teams that are failing today and why they are failing today. Don't forget, I am going to be facilitating the Revenue Strategy Mastermind. You can click on the link that is provided by my sales team or send a chat on the phone number that will be dropped, or you put a call across, or you just drop your phone number, either of the three. All right, if you're interested, I'll be showing you how to create a hyper growth revenue model, how to help your sales team build trust, how to create a scalable revenue system today that is data driven. I will show you how you will retain your best talents and achieve a lot better sales results together. I'll show you how you will create a culture of execution and fulfillment within your sales team, right? And there are some of the things you will learn: how to create data-driven and scalable revenue systems, how to create a high-performance execution culture, how buyers are changing today and how you can align with those changes, the tools that you need, technology, AI, that you need to accelerate growth in your business that everybody else may be using in the next 6 months. This is when you can gain competitive advantage, not when everybody has adopted it. Prevailing macroeconomic indices in the economy and how to make the most of them right now. Different growth models. Now you can implement them. That's what we'll be talking about. It's just 280,000 naira, and I'll be making you an offer at the end of the session for those who wait to the end of the session when we come back. And for those who salespeople have not performed well, they have always missed their sales targets. They are not doing well enough. They are always complaining. They are this, they are that. The best bet to solve that problem is to send them to the sales masterclass with Bumi Jambola. It's going to be a no holds back, extremely practical, very detailed, from how you can gain emotional connection to how you can manage objections to how you can close customers. It's going to be very detailed. Listen to me. Done this for about a decade. Anybody that has come across me, ask them about me. I help people succeed. That's what I do, even my own people. So you want to really do well, you are struggling with your salespeople and you want to know whether this is the best decision you can make on their behalf. I'm pleading with you to help them succeed, right? They will build the capacity to find, engage, and connect with high quality leads. They'll be able to achieve their sales goals this year. They develop the capacity for super effective execution. Some people are good, but they are too slow. The execution is not fast, how they process things. All right. And this is very appropriate if you're selling China goods, real estate, wristwatches, automobiles, cars, B2B sales platform, SaaS platform. This is very appropriate for you. All right. I'll be back in 2 minutes and I'll be talking about something you don't want to miss. And that is, the action steps you need to take. I'll be talking about the 5 bedrocks that you will use to get the best result from them and the action steps you want to take. I think this is a very good way for you to spend the Easter Monday holiday. Is it? Answer me in the comment box. I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Answer me in the comment box. Is it a good way to spend Easter Monday? All right. Team, you can project. Is it a good way to spend Easter Monday? Somebody says, when is this? This is happening on the 6th virtually. We have virtual session first on the 6th for both trainings. And then in Abuja, it's happening on the 14th for RSM and 15th for BSM. So that means I'm spending 2 days. Even if you're not coming and you are in Abuja, come see me in my hotel. Let's have conversations. All right. But I won't allow you into the hall. It's just to have conversations. All right. You can play it.
the class has been very impacting. You just have to have a winner's mindset as a salesperson. To do sales, you are not manipulating anyone, and that's the wrong perception that most people always have about sales.
One of the things I've learned is how B2B works, the mindset behind B2B, and the approach I can use. Even if I want to present my business, I now know how I can present it better.
During the training, we also introduce a role play. We also reveal how to deal with customer on a one-on-one basis.
I've been able to call 10 persons, fixed all appointments already, and I've gotten positive response from those that I've actually spoken to. And so it made the class not just fun, it made the class practical.
I now know how to prepare my pitch and how to sell to them, how to connect to them.
At least I would say that I've gotten green light to closing few deals, which are in millions. Actually, I've gotten green light, something I've not been able to do for a while. So during the class, I was able to reach out to some potential clients, and I've gotten positive response. So
in this session today, I actually closed an opportunity. I actually booked an appointment with someone at Dufil, that's Power Oil, and that's actually very interesting. It was very comfortable for me to be able to make a rapport with this person.
At the end of the day, I discovered that what I'm going home with is actually more than the fee I paid. In all honesty, what I'm going home with is more than the fee that was actually paid. So,
and also we were fed as well during the program. So there were intervals for breakfast and also for lunch. So in a way to motivate those who came for the program.
Winning in 2024!
My name is Oladejo Ulutunde. I'm the CEO of Netatunis Limited. We are estate developers. Every business wants to grow. Because the bedrock of the business is to grow. Bumi Jambola is always blowing you off your feet. And of course, coming in, I was not disappointed. It was a rewarding training period. French market, mainstream market. Of course, being into real estate, we developed luxury apartments. That idea gave us that we should look into the future, try to invest in a kind of market that can be useful for us in the next 10 years, not considering just now. There are areas before that I don't want to go because I felt it's inappropriate for the kind of building I want to build, but I now have to look into those areas. So even if I'm not ready to build now, I will want to acquire land there for future purpose. Coming to this kind of training, it will help you to grow. Like I was sharing with the colleagues, last year I went through a training at Hybrid Institute in Canada, and I've gone through training in Switzerland, but there's no local factor in it. So the training is based on their environment. And whatever Bumi Jambola is teaching us, or the Sales Ruby, is things that is suitable for our environment. So it is not enough to go to America or UK. Let's learn about what works here, because this is where we are.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we are back now. I would like to take, one or two questions just before I have the next session. For those who are already asking questions how to join the Revenue Strategy Mastermind, you can either send a WhatsApp message to the number on your screen, or in the comments, you can just click and send a WhatsApp message to us, or you fill the form that is being shared in the link, or you or you drop your phone number, my team will reach out to you. And I can myself reach out to you. So the phone number there is the best bet to reach in terms of this. Right. If you have any question, I'd like to take one. Otherwise, I'll just move ahead to the last two things that I want to talk about. Right. Don't forget, if your revenue performance has not been impressive this year, try to register your team, your executive team, for the Revenue Strategy Mastermind. And if your salespeople have not been outstanding, or you yourself, you have not been selling well, try to be a part of it. So the best performing salespeople are led by a cheerleader, somebody that is energetic, that is driven, that is a go-getter. They are bound by an internally cultivated culture of performance. You see, you have to intentionally cultivate a culture of performance within your organization. It's one of the things that I teach at the Revenue Strategy Mastermind. How do you cultivate a culture of high performance within your teams? All right. That's what I've seen about the teams that are best performing. You will see that it's not just one person that is a star performer there. You'll see that often, maybe you have 10 persons, maybe 7 persons can be exceptional performers, and then maybe 2 people average, and 1 person will be a laggard. That's usually what you see in teams where you have exceptional performance. All right. Otherwise, you will now have a situation where maybe 2 persons are average. That will now be the people you are calling star performers. Or maybe 1 person that came from somewhere else where they have built him up. Is that just 1 person? The next person to him is they are doing half of what he's doing. That's not the kind of sales team you want. Number 3, they have discipline in terms of execution. If they say they will make 10 calls per day, they make those 10 calls per day. This is where many problems start in sales. The things that you said you will do in terms of activities, you never do them. If you say you're going to get 10 persons to come for inspection every single week, we have to ensure that this is done. Oh, I'm sorry. In my own organization, if we say we're going to make 30 calls, we have to make that 30 calls. If we get to 5 p.m. and you are on 20 calls, we will make 15 extra. Oh. Because real results are only gotten by people who care deeply about results. Results.
I was looking for it. That's the phone that you asked for.
Hey, I'm back now. At what point did you lose me? I think, okay, I'm back now. So your team must have execution discipline. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right. So if your team does not have execution discipline, there's nowhere your revenue is going. So if they say that we're going to get 10 persons to site, 10 persons to site every week, insist that they do it. You may leave them. They may not have closed yet. You may leave that. But getting 10 persons to site consistently, that's where it starts from. There's no way they're getting 10 persons to site and conversations are not happening. Oh, the persons are not at the level where they can buy now. Let them get there. Let's take them there. You be at that inspection with them. They have a product that they are not selling. Let them bring people to demo. It's not a qualified demo. Let them bring people to those demos. They have a number of persons to call. Let them make those calls. It's not converting. Let them keep making those calls. The date of the event starts, there's a virtual part of the event that starts on the 6th. I mean, you can drop your details. You get all the details. Just drop your details. You get all the details. Drop your phone number, or you go and fill that form that has been submitted. You can fill that form now. You'll be sent the brochure, you'll be sent the information and some of these video snippets, and you'll get access to the first module free for those of you who are really interested. Don't go and sign up if you're not interested, though. Don't sign up at all if you're not interested. Sorry. So execution discipline. This is very critical. Many salespeople are failing because there is no execution discipline. I'm not talking about results. It's a different thing. The discipline to just follow through and say, this is what I've said I would do, and do it. It is your job as a leader, monitoring your sales manager. If you don't have one, then you are the sales manager yourself, ensuring that everybody does what they said they will do from an activities perspective. In your sales team, set up a little bit of competition. Let people know. Healthy competition, not negative. And some people don't know how to compete. They will always turn it to a fight. You need to help them understand that this is the purpose. Sales is a numbers game. And at the end of the day, numbers is about competition. If you're in a class, there will always be a first, second, and third. That's also the same thing in sales. Some people will now think that, okay, they're giving this person reward for doing it. It's just because they like him. Why are we, the rest of us, are we not making efforts? We're making efforts, it's just that we're not selling. At the end of the day, sales is a numbers game. It's a it's a game of results. That's the only thing that is rewarded. But you can be encouraged. They can be encouraged. But set up a positive competition. It's part of the game. There's no competition. If there's no difference between the people that are closing very well and the people that they don't get any extra thing, they don't get anything, any extra recognition, they don't get any extra bonuses, and it is not visible to others. I'm sorry. Before long, the people that are exceptional performers, they will drop to the level of average performance. So set up a positive competition within your team. And lastly, the best performing salespeople, they are high on learning. They are high on learning. And that's why I've been teaching you my training. Some people, all their sales career, they have never attended a sales training. How will you be exceptional? Because all the salespeople that I know that became sales director, and some of them are on this call, I know. Some of them, I mentored them over the last decade. I know them. They have paid from their pockets. Some of them are on this call. I've even mentioned the name of one person in this place today who is on this call. They paid from their pockets to attend trainings. 300,000, 200,000 naira. They will save up. Little wonder why their their careers have accelerated. It's the same thing. If you want to help your salespeople, they must be high on learning. Right? They must be high on learning. Look at all the things I've explained today. If you don't know them, how can you even make an impact in the life of your customers? If you're not even exposed, I'm sure some people don't understand how that it is possible today to use AI to find decision maker contacts. Some people don't understand that it is possible today to use a tool to know the people that are ready to buy real estate in Abuja. Some people don't know. Those are tools that are available today. It's only knowledge. If you are not seeking after knowledge aggressively, you won't know these things, and you'll be in your small corner delivering one poor results, and you'll be celebrating it. So they are very high on knowledge. They are knowing what is working per time, and they are doubling down. All right, let me take one or two questions, and then I'll talk about the 5 bedrocks. One or two questions very quickly. Unmute yourself and speak. The 5 bedrocks for getting, if you still want to talk, you can raise your hand, right? The 5 bedrocks of delivering exceptional sales performance is, number 1, I've talked about hiring right. Hiring right. You need to hire the right people. You cannot succeed in sales. You cannot succeed in revenue growth and growth if you do not hire the right people. Elon Musk said, I saw a memo by Elon Musk that he sent about 10 years ago. And he told the people, the team at OpenAI. OpenAI are the ones that developed ChatGPT. He told them 10 years ago, focus on hiring. So it was after that time that they hired Sam Altman. And for almost 8 years, we never heard anything about ChatGPT until it was launched and released. And the version was released 2 years ago. That's when the buzz started about ChatGPT. Guess what? As I speak to you now, ChatGPT is on track to becoming the first app to have over 1.5 billion people who are daily using it. ChatGPT. 1.5 billion people within how many years of launching it? Within 2 years of launching it. Because they hired the right people. Hire right. Onboard the right people. Create your sales process. Create a structured sales organization. Create sales structure, and then you coach right. All right. Some action steps to take. All right. Some action steps to take. Again, if you're interested in the Revenue Strategy Mastermind, click on the link below, on the link that has been shared, fill your details, and my team will register, will reach out to you, or you drop your phone number, or you charge this number 070-3258-0216. You can either, you can either chat this number 070-3258-0219. This number is only for chats, right? Chat the number, right? And you can click on that link and register your details. The link has been posted by my team. Just check the comment box. You can register your details and my team will share all the information that you require for you to be in class. The training is starting in Abuja on the 6th virtually, and 14th will be for Revenue Strategy Mastermind for CEOs and executives and directors on how to create the right repeatable revenue systems and models. And 15th will be for the Sales Masterclass if you want to join any of the two. So what are the actions that you need to take immediately? Number 1, can we read this together, everybody?
Access your own sales leadership capabilities.
It's only Mrs. Ariola that is here. No, wait. Let's do it together. Let's do it together now. Are we ready? Are we ready now?
Yes.
Are we ready now? 1, 2, 3, go.
Access your own sales leadership
capabilities.
This is very critical. You yourself, do you have the capabilities to lead your organization? Assess it. Your leadership, your sales manager, does he have the capability to help you? Because complaint does not produce any results, doesn't produce any outcome. You have been complaining for a while. Now, assess. You yourself, do you think you need to improve? Do you think what you know is enough to deliver results? Don't worry, don't answer the question to me. Assess by yourself. Assess it to yourself. Look at your sales manager, the man you call sales manager. Will you want to work under him as your mentor? So do that assessment. Hello? Can we read it? 1, 2, 3, go.
Assess your technology adoption.
All right. Assess the adoption of technology by your team. Are your team using AI to sell right now? Are they using prospecting tools to find decision maker contacts right now? Do they know how to use them? Are they using it to find buyers who have the intent to buy right now? Who have the intent to buy real estate right now? Are they using some tools to find them? Are they using tools to create the kind of content that are likely to convert? Assess the ability of your team to use tools, technologies to sell. And number 3.
List
how
exactly you will improve
how
this.
exactly you will improve this, so that this training can be very valuable. How will you improve this? And number 4, you can help me tell somebody this one.
Attend RSM.
Attend Revenue Strategy Mastermind. Some of the people that are here have also been there before. Attend Revenue Strategy Mastermind. It will help you. It will help your team. It will. All right, to help you. Some people they can they can spend a lot of money on beer, but to spend 280,000 on training, 280,000. At the end of the day, that's just maybe 50 bottles of beer. 280,000 for You heard what that guy said? That guy said, and we were well fed. We didn't ask him to say it. He said it by himself. We're well fed in a luxury environment. That's part of what this will go into. So, and let your salespeople do what? Attend sales masterclass. Let your salespeople attend the sales masterclass. All right. I'm happy to take 1 or 2 questions right now. The Revenue Strategy Mastermind is holding first virtual session on the 6th, physical session on the 14th. 280,000 naira. I have an offer for you. However, you will learn how to create data-driven and scalable revenue systems, how to create a high-performance execution culture, how buyers are changing today, and how to align with them. The tools that you need to accelerate growth in your business, prevailing macroeconomic indices, and how to make the most of them right now, and different growth models and how to implement them. And for those of you who have attended before, I want to tell you that the modules have changed. So you can come back to class. Let's come and do a refresher course. All right. The Sales Master class is just for 240,000. May 6th is happening virtually, but physically on May the 15th, not May 14th, please. May 15th, not May 14th, May 15th. This 14 is wrong. It's May 15th. Please take notes. May 15th physically. 14 is RSM, 15 is SMC, Sales Master class. 240,000 naira only. And they will learn how to find the right prospects who need and can afford what you offer. We'll show them the tools to use to find them. How to do discovery engagement with prospects and create opportunities, book meetings. How to design and deliver effective sales presentations. You can even use AI to do this. You know, right from the class, they will be delivering this. How to design strategic partnerships and sell it. The core HNI principles for closing HNI sales. The core B2B principles and strategies for closing B2B clients. How to handle objections and close deals in a very strategic way. These are the things that they will be learning, right? What is my offer for you? If you are going to pay between now and the next 1 week, you will be paying 240,000 instead of 280,000 naira for Revenue Strategy Mastermind. And you will be paying 210,000 for Sales Masterclass instead of 250,000. That is a discount of 40,000 naira on each of the trainings. I'm happy to answer any questions now as I round off. Sorry, Mr. Enes Bassi, you can off your video. Okay, happy to answer any questions. Should anyone have any questions? And if you don't, I'd be calling it a day.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, yeah. So I want to know, this is for Abuja, and do you have a plan of having this in Lagos anytime?
We did Lagos just 2 weeks ago, and we're coming to Abuja now.
Oh, okay.
But you can look forward to Lagos in July. You can look forward to Lagos in July. Lagos will not be happening until July.
Okay.
So you can look
Though
forward to
I know. Is there a WhatsApp group, or how do I get a lot of your updates, or do I follow you on social media?
Okay, the number will be dropped now. Say hi to that number, and we will add you to the WhatsApp group. We have a community of over 1,300 people, 2 communities actually. You'll be added to one of the 2 communities. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very fantastic time together in this call. I look forward to seeing you again. maybe in 2 weeks' time. This is Bumi Jambola, the sales impresario, signing out. Yes, on the link you can do you offer personalized training at client's office? Yes, we do. Reach out to my team, send a WhatsApp message to that number. The team would take it further from there. Yeah, we do personalized client trainings. Thank you too. Thank you too. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Abdul Malik. Thank you.
All the segment of the training stood out for me. For example, the revenue growth models, the leadership models, understanding the thought process that will drive the revenue.
Right from the training, right from RSM, I'm already deploying the strategy, and the team are already taking it. So we just want to go and implement more and achieve results.
The do's and the don'ts of being a good leader. It has taught me that I have to be hands-on. It has taught me how to leverage on existing relationships.
As a business owner, you must learn how to create systems that generate revenue around you. Shouldn't be the only one generating the revenue.
It's been intense at the Revenue Strategy Masterclass holding in Abuja, and one definitive thing is the fact that there's a need to start to grow a revenue-based culture. So from the normal liturgy or having to have the CEO drive the business solely, there's a need to systemize this and to also get my other teammates playing to win.
We had people put into action what they have learned and even close deals right in class.
What stood out for me has to do with the structure of the content of the training that gave clarity of thoughts and direction to the training itself. It gave me opportunity to unlearn and relearn some of those nuggets and information that was passed down.
The part of the class that stood out for me really was the fact that everything, that content that it had practical examples that you could relate with. So for everything that they showed you on the slide, you could see the relatability when it was explained with examples, life examples, and you can actually see yourself growing your revenue if you follow.
If you want to scale, if you want to start to create a system around your sales process so that it's not only you, then you ought to be in the next class. All right, take care.
I am incredibly delighted to welcome you to the grand event of Africa Revenue Summit 2025. It's been about 6 months since we launched the audacious goal
of helping 300 businesses grow by 400% in 2025. I am grateful that this much people trusted us enough to get on this journey with us.
In today's world, partnership or building partnership is no longer a luxury. And anyone that is not building partnership is actually hurting themselves. Why? Because you cannot do it alone.
When I saw 4X, I said 10X is possible. But when you want to do 10X, you have to do an appropriate action of 10X for you to get 10X. You can't be doing a 4X, 2X work and expect a 10X result. You have to do much more.
The results of yesterday are no longer enduring in a world where customers' tastes keeps changing. In a world where rules have just become simply frames of reference and not the basis upon which you can build anything. We were talking about how you can be adaptable.
So if we come to the end of the year and you say you have 4X, in truth, it does not just mean that your numbers have quadrupled. It goes a little beyond that. It means that your people, the quality of them, have also times 4.
Is purpose actually giving back, or is it more than that? Is that how you build a brand? When you are doing something that you are meant to be doing, that is providing value, serendipity happens.
I'm connected to a lot of big people. So when I introduce anything to them, I want them to make up their mind so that they will not assume me for being after their money. So I think I need the money now.
There's what we call social buying today. People buy specifically because others are buying from you. Sometimes not even because your products are better.
How do you create a messaging that resonates with your target audience?
Your messaging has to be in the language which they will understand, in the language which can actually invite them, attract them.
What we've realized is some of these things, you have to start thinking about it from day one. Meaning that from day one, you can't plan to remain small. Where do you want your business to be 5 years from now? Who are the people that are there? What have they done? What are the metrics that they've put themselves under and they are moving towards that direction?
Energy first. If you think you can do it, why is it that you don't have the confidence of somebody that can do it? So if I'm interviewing you, you never look at my face, you are always looking down, there's nothing. Even if you are the Elon Musk of Nigeria, I cannot hire you.
We're seen as a new frontier of growth. So a lot of businesses are coming in because of the opportunities they find here. And what that means is a lot of people will be entering the businesses that you're currently doing. It means that we have to now struggle to get growth.